What's up, y'all? It's Steven. Today's video is a special video because it's something completely out of my element and something I would pretty much never do. I'm going to be taking my swing at my idea of a Ken Carson type beat. Pretty much every time I go on my phone right now, I see something about Ken Carson, whether that's like his crazy tour or something about his new album that he just dropped. But yeah, I was just like, fuck it, let me try and see what I can come up with. Before we get started though, I really wanted to thank each and every one of y'all that have been going crazy on my Drumify and buying any of my kits. So to those of you who have copped a kit, I really appreciate you. And if you haven't, I'm gonna have links to all that stuff down below. But anyways, let's get into this video. Today I've been listening to the A Great Chaos Deluxe, and a few of my favorites off the album are songs like Loading, Sydney Sweeney, and Lose It. As always, if you guys have watched the channel, you'll know I love to start with drums. I'm gonna leave the BPM here at 140, and I'm gonna start with these hi-hats. And a lot of the times it's your normal two-step pattern, but I started to notice he'll use like a double as fast pattern. And now as I try to find other sounds, I'm gonna see how close I can get to like your most iconic Atlanta trap type of sounds. If you guys are wondering how I did that with the randomizer, all I'm doing is hitting Option R or Alt R if you're on Windows. It'll pop up this menu for all my beginner producers, and you can just basically randomize like the velocity, the panning. I'm gonna do a little velocity, but I love when like open hats be just like randomly in your ears. Next is the most obvious one, which is his use of like more turnt, aggressive synth samples. The whole mission of these melodies is to like give this like eerie, dark feeling to it. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna go for today. I'm gonna go over to the Moog one. I'm really just trying to find like some ignorant ass synth sounds. Now that I have these little like synth glittery things going on, I'm gonna just try to get them like on grid. I like this melody, it's just way off time. I'm basically just hitting S and Option just so I can drag it off the grid. So of course my battery dies as I'm getting this shit on time. I want to have like a few different sections of this synth. Here's what I have so far. The only other thing I added so far was this synth bass for my Ultimate Drum Stash Volume 3. By the time y'all are watching this video, it will be out on Drumify, my most recent release. I'm gonna have Nathan pop up the cover and all that shit all over the screen right now. Pause. Definitely be sure to go cop that. That's where all these drum sounds are from. Definitely my favorite kit so far. I want to grab this 808 out of me and Cryptic's new drum kit. It's called 3077. I always love this 808 because it reminds me of like some Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely type of like sub bass 808. And for this part, I want to have like a pretty simplistic 808 pattern. I'm also gonna layer this 808 with like a more hard attack, like some shit like this, or even some shit like this. The trick to layering 808s, for those who don't know, if you're using two 808s at the same time and you don't want them to sound muddy or to clash, all you're gonna want to do is go to this little window on one of the 808s and click this button called reverse polarity. I don't know exactly what it does, but once you mess with it, you can find a combination that works and they won't sound muddy. have this like body of the beat, I'm gonna just try to find like cool leads and like ear candy shit to put over top. That's hard. The fact that I have like so many different sections going on, I kind of get to have like multiple parts of the beat. So when this part of the synth comes in, I want to have a different synth lead come in, so it's like hella shit going on. Oh fuck, my camera's about to die. If y'all see this, go cop all my kits on Drumify. A free code for all my shit is... The only other thing I did to this lead is I added this plugin called Shaeffer box. Basically just like fucks it up and does a whole bunch of like weird modulation shit. But I also use this multiplicator knob in FL. It's like my favorite way to like time stretch things and kind of like flip them in weird ways. I dragged it all the way to the left, which is like basically like quadruple timing it, so it's playing hella fast. And then I pitch it up an octave. The last thing I'm gonna try with this beat before I think it's done is I'm gonna see if I can find a cooler pitch with this plugin called Shaeffer. I like up one. That's hard. The one final thing I'm gonna do this beat is I'm basically gonna create this automation clip on the master. And I noticed on a lot of Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Opium beats, they'll just have like brief pauses in the beat. So I'm just gonna see if I can have like bits and pieces of silence. Basically a wrap for this video. To be honest, it's something I've never done in my life. I literally never made like a Destroy Lonely Ken Carson type beat from scratch. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe, like, all that good shit. As I said before in the video, if you guys want to download any of these sounds, I'm gonna have links to them down below. I'm also gonna have a link to my Instagram, so if y'all want to keep up to date with like my day-to-day shit, I'm gonna have Nathan pop it up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all next Saturday. Peace.